me, why are you still drinking? What's going on?
What do you mean, why am I still drinking? We all know why I'm still drinking.
No, you tell me why. What's going on?
5 years. 5 years off the force. You know, and all I can do is get this job with a private investigator. And I'm not even respected on that anymore.
Oh my goodness, honey. You're stressing over nothing. It's not your fault what happened.
You know?
You know that.
Yeah, well, the department don't see it that way.
They just used you as a scapegoat. They put you in a different direction. You knew the right path to take, and they geared you towards something different.
I almost had him. I could have had him. I was late getting there. And I have to stand over the body of a dead teenage girl because I was late getting there. You know, I have teenage girls of my own.
I know you do, and you're a wonderful father. You do the best you can. I mean, honey, we'll get through this. You just got to strategize. You got to figure out a way to get that guy to fall in the honey trap.
You know, the worst thing is that killing monster is still out there. He's out there. I know he's out there. They know he's out there, and they won't do a damn thing about it.
Find the loophole in the law. That's your answer. That's where it lies.
No, no, dude. I'm not a cop anymore. I'm not allowed to track anymore. I can't even use my half Native American skills to do anything either. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be drinking on that one either, right? I suppose. It's
Well,
all the stereotypes and
That's
everything.
the reason you need to sober up, honey, because you can think more clearly. The drinking's not going to solve this. When you're sober and you can sit down and write a plan, that's how you're going to be able to solve this and find this guy. And you got to make it his idea. You got to try him in.
I've looked over these files and files over and over and over till I'm just sick of looking over them. I mean, I don't know. I'm angry. I get angry every day.
Drinking's not going to solve it, though. That's not the answer. You got to sit down and write a plan. And look at what options you have. That's the keys for you.
He's gonna do it again.
Well, that's the
I
more
know he's
reason
gonna
to
do it.
stop drinking. Stop drinking.
You know.
You can't think clearly. You
You know.
can't think rationally. You got to be ahead of him. You got to be 10 steps ahead to be able to catch this guy. And you know this. Drinking is going to put you 20 steps behind, right?
He taunted us.
Get away from that. Stop thinking about that. Think about how you're
want-
going to catch
I
him.
want this guy.
Think about
5 years. I mean, it's a 5-year anniversary of this guy, and I know he strikes every 5 years. Every 5 years. They know for the last 15 years, every 5 years, he like stays up. They know who it is. They know who it is. I know who it is.
Well, there's
They just
nothing
won't
you
do
can do if you're drinking. It's not going to help.
And now nobody knows where he's at. Nobody knows where he's at. You know? I mean, he was we all know who he was. I mean, he was a corporate vice president at one time. He was just, this retired military guy first. I mean, he's just a freaking, I just want to just choke him.
That may be him calling now. You never know. Speaking of the devil, right?
Nobody important.
Okay. Well, honey, I'm here to support you. If you need some time to yourself in your office to come up with a plan, I'll help the kids out with their homework and I'll do what we need to do so you can focus on this, but you got to stop drinking. That's not going to solve anything. I know it was corruption, but you got to be able to be level-headed to be able to fix this problem.
Right.
But catch this
Right.
guy,
Right, and they fired me off the force because I was drinking. That's their excuse. yeah. Well, when they fired me, and we all know that.
This isn't going to solve anything. This is absolutely not going to solve anything. You know that. I love you and I'm here for you. I'm here for the kids. It's going to be okay, but you've got to get off the alcohol. This is not going to solve anything. We're going to be here 5 years from now doing the same thing over again.
Oh no, I will not be here 5 years from now. I will not be here 5 years from now.
Well, you got to get off that. You got to make your decision. It's either the alcohol or it's getting this
Whatever.
case solved.
Okay.
I mean, it's up to you.
Okay,
honey.
if that's what you think is gonna solve this problem.
It
if you
will,
think-
getting away
you
from
think
that.
that problem out there is this problem.
It's equal. It's equal. You gotta get off that. You know that. You know that's the answer. You know it is.
I know, I need to stop stressing over it.
You do. It's gonna be okay.
I mean.
You're gonna do this. You gotta
I mean,
believe in yourself.
You have a kid, I have 4 kids, I mean, although I have one really rebellious 17-year-old daughter that is absolutely gives me nothing but stress. I tell her not to go out the way she goes out, and she does it all the time, and what am I supposed to do with her? What? I can't control her, I can't control the rest of them. I mean, what are you gonna do, you know? I definitely can't control her, she is, whew.
You know what solves it all? Getting away from the alcohol and making it other people's idea. You've got to facilitate that. It's
Right.
got to be their idea for it to work. With the kids, we work on goals as a family and focus on those things. She'll eventually love us again. They go through that.
Oh, I
You
know.
remember it's not been that long ago for either one of us.
Good point. A little bit longer for me than you. Remember,
I know,
I'm a
but
little
still.
older. You know,
Just a little bit.
yeah. Not to mention my first wife. Oh, good God, Amanda. Think about her. And when you know when she brings the rest of the kids over here, I got to deal with her all the time too.
Yeah, but she is your ex-wife. She is your
I know,
ex-wife, and you know, I knew that getting into this marriage, and you know, she and I we get along okay. You know, for the sake of the children, we don't need drama in this family. It's too large. We need order and peace and goals.
This is true. Very true. I agree.
It's gonna be all right.
I know. It's all good.
It's gonna be okay, honey. I love you.
I love you too.
It's gonna be all right, babe. You just have to believe.
I know. I'm sorry. I just want this guy pretty bad.
I know you do. I'm here to support you and give you the space that you need to be able to think it over and use your head without the alcohol.
That's a good point.
Hey, I'm going back. I'll be back later.
Excuse me, Destiny. Where do you think you're going?
To a friend's house.
A friend's house.
Yeah, a friend's house.
Really?
Yeah.
In the middle of the night?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's kind of throwing a party. So.
Friends night in the middle of the party. In the middle of the night. Middle of the party. Who's this friend?
It's just one of my college friends.
Oh, whoa, college. You're 17 years old. College?
Yeah.
Why do I not know this guy?
Well, it's because, you know, I thought I'd get a little out there, meet new people.
I'll get a little out there.
Yeah.
Okay. They drink at parties that are college parties.
You drink at home.
I'm 47 years old. You're 17.
So it's just a 30-year difference?
Really?
Yeah.
30-year difference.
Mm-hmm.
You make out like a 30-year difference between. I mean, come on, I was a cop.
And? I'm a teenager.
Okay, I'm 47, you're 17. You know what would happen if you're on the street with a 47-year-old guy and you're 17? Come
I'm
on.
a senior in high school. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to be out in the real world soon anyways.
Oh my God. So you're just gonna walk out this door and go to some party, some college guy who's drinking and probably drugs and everything else is going on too, and oh, Lord forbid, I suppose sex too.
Well, it's not a bad thing. It's all kids do it, so
Oh, great. So now we're gonna have this talk, are we?
this talk, I mean, if we need to, I think I'm a little too old for it. You have that talk.
No, I'm not talking about that talk.
Oh, well, that
I'm
talk.
talking about this talk about going out here. You know it's dangerous out there.
So it's dangerous in the real world. It's life. Life's dangerous. Doesn't mean you have to stay holed up in your room all day.
How many times are you gonna do this? Because you do this all the time. But most of the time you sneak out though.
Well, yeah, I
This was
guess.
a few times you actually told me you were going out.
Well, because I thought you'd be cool with it. You're cool with it any other time.
Because you come back at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning from God knows where, and if it wasn't for the fact that your mom, my ex-wife, wants me to,
Oh, well, I'm gonna be back. I'll go out to this party. I'll see you when I get home, which will probably be 3 in the morning.
be careful, Destiny.
Oh, I'll be careful. I know what careful is.
I do not know how to control Destiny. She does whatever she wants, whenever she wants, goes out to parties, these 2 or 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. I don't think the last time was
What's going on in here?
What's going on in here? Destiny just went out the door to some freaking college party on her own, telling me, oh, I'm 17, almost an adult, I can do what I want. She's going to some party, even admitted that there'll be drinking and possibly drugs, and I even used sex, I even heard sex involved, possibly. Oh my goodness gracious me.
You need to trust her a little bit more. Did you set her a curfew?
A curfew? Come on, Destiny. Giving Destiny a curfew is like, oh, I don't even know what it's like anymore.
You know, you gotta set those boundaries as they're teenagers because in a few years she'll be an adult.
Angela, she is Amanda's daughter and she don't even respect me or you.
That comes with time. Comes with time.
Time?
When she's like 30, I mean, you gotta be patient. This is
Oh,
normal.
this is lovely.
normal.
You know, she just gave me this line about, because I told her, look, I'm 47, you're 17. You know what she said? She said, oh, it's only a 30-year difference. Like it was some, I mean, what is she thinking in her head? And I've got this nut job out there, knowing it's the anniversary, knowing it, and she's going out there like that. What am I supposed to do? I can't protect the other people. I'm supposed to protect her.
You need to talk to her. Have you talked to her about what's going on? I mean, have you brought it to light? Because she was really young back when this happened, and you wouldn't have talked to her about it then.
You know, the problem here is that it was personal back then, and it's still personal. You know, if he hadn't have murdered someone I had known since they were a kid, and her kids the last time, I wouldn't have been so irritated. But again, couldn't protect them, couldn't protect her, can't protect. What am I supposed to do, Angela? What am I supposed to do?
You need to educate her, tell her what's going on. She's almost an adult. In a few years, you won't be able to do anything about it. I mean, seriously, you got to talk to her now, and you got to put it in her terms. Talk to her like you'd want to be talked to as a teenager. Think back when you were young. What would have gotten through to you?
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, nothing got through to me. Yeah, all right. What did I do? Let's see, I can tell you what I did. Let's see, I skipped school whenever I wanted to, you know, especially after I started driving. Skipped school, went to Tennessee all the time, got all kinds of things. Managed to not get arrested, managed to not get, but hey, I'm lucky.
You're not lucky. You're in the 99 percentile. You really are. You just don't realize it because you're involved in all this directly, and you're not thinking. You're not thinking straight. This is another reason why you got to lay down that bottle, because you're not going to be able to solve anything on the alcohol.
You know, she threw that one at me too. You know.
Well,
what about
she's
her?
right. You don't have the credibility. She's not going to listen to you if you're drunk, you know? She knows she's smart. She knows that you're not thinking clearly. You don't have the credibility. Bottom line. You've got to get off that. Sit down, bond with her. You need to go out and maybe do a father-daughter day. You know, do what you need to do to get through to her.
You know.
Being all preachy ain't going to help her at her age.
Preachy. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's like my father. Now I'm being like my father.
We all end up like our parents. We do that. It's normal.
Oh, my father was a minister, you know. I mean, really.
It's the circle of life.
Yeah.
That's how things happen.
Not to mention authoritarian, so.
Well, I mean, that's in your personality, but still, you can also be who you are. At the same time, outreach to her. Take her shopping. Do something she wants to do. Take her to a movie. Do it once a week.
It's like
Just you and her.
It's like I let them all do what they want to do for the most part, and then when I try to stop them, bam.
You got to make it their idea. That's how you do it. You find out what makes them tick, and you work with that.
You know, it's kind
And they'll come to their own conclusion, but you have to educate her on what's going on, because she might meet him tonight. You just never know. And it'll be a circle again. We got to stop it. That's educating her. You got to educate her and outreach.
Don't be saying stuff like that. She's gonna run into him.
You never know, honey. You might want to call and check on her.
Call Jerry, she probably turn her cell phone off. Probably won't even answer her cell phone if I do call her.
Well, think about where she might go tonight. Wouldn't be a bad idea to go and check on her.
Some college guy friend's house. She's going to some guy's house.
Are Are you friends with your daughter on Facebook? Check that. She probably is gonna be silly and put her location on there. That's what usually happens.
Right. This
You
is,
gotta think like she does. Think outside the box. Think like a teenage girl.
well, you know, I had a locator stuck in her freaking phone, and she figured out how to get it out. She's pretty damn smart.
Well, I think you need to check Facebook periodically tonight. And then when she gets home, you know, talk to her briefly if she's in the mood. If not, let her go to her room and stew or whatever. But don't come, when she comes home, don't preach at her. It'll fall on deaf ears.
I mean, this girl does stuff crazier than I did when I was a... I mean, she got in a car 2 weeks ago, decides to go on a 150-mile trip just out of left field, and didn't tell anything to you or me about it until she goes back.
Because she doesn't have trust with us. And she's gonna do whatever she's gonna do. We have got to educate her and bring her in, doing things with her.
And who is paying the insurance and all the stuff in her car? Oh, you are. You know, because you've done a great job. You know, I get, you know, here and there, whatever the
Well, hey,
detective.
I don't mind to do it. You know, you've had a lot of, you know, disadvantages in your life. I know you're trying. But again, get off the alcohol and you'll see some great things come in your life. You really will. You've got to draw that in and draw out the bad.
Well, I've got to do something here because this is getting ridiculous. She's out of control, and I don't know. I'm concerned about everything going on. This is not a good time to go out to some party and be out all night.
No, it's not. But, you know, it's not going to be the first or the last time she does it. But if you'll educate her and talk to her and outreach to her, it's going to help. Try it for 2 weeks and see if you see a different girl.
Do you realize what I'm dealing with and the emotions I'm dealing with?
Put that aside. The good stuff will come in. All that positive energy will come in. Just try it this way. If it doesn't work, come up with a different plan. But try this first. Don't knock it until you try it. At least.
All these things are going through my head again. He kept them captive for 3 months. 3 months of torture and everything that he did to them. And I know that.
Well, honey, what's done is done. I have great empathy for that family. But there's nothing we can do at this point other than protect the family and try to find this person. Have you talked to any of your contacts? You still have some contacts, I'm sure, from the department.
Yes, I do. But I don't know what to do. I want this guy. I was told by one of my contacts that basically the department wants me to stay out, stay away from this, even on my private time. It's none of my concern, that they will handle the situation, and that I am a liability. I'm a liability because the last victims were personal friends of mine.
In my opinion, you need to circle the wagons with your contacts that are very loyal to you in the department, and you need to let them handle it on the forefront. Have them reopen the case, and then you work behind the scenes and bring the cat in, so to speak. That way, you don't get in any trouble. If you can pull that off, you might be able to get back into the department.
Angela, I'm not only concerned about trouble, I'm concerned about stopping this guy.
That's how you do it. Try that first. Try that approach, and then if it don't work, then come up with a different plan.
Amanda thinks I've lost my mind. You know,
I think you have a little bit. We all do when we go through a lot of trauma. But instead of a breakdown, make this a breakthrough.
I mean, she's absolutely positive, and this is absolutely from her mouth, and I'm sure she'll tell you this too. She is absolutely positive that I will never bring this guy in alive.
That's all the more reason for you to do it. Let that fire you
I
up
haven't
to bring
even-
him in, honey.
And not only that, when was the last time I carried a gun? I didn't carry a gun, you know, even as a private eye. I quit carrying one. I haven't carried one in 4 years because I nearly shot myself.
The best line of defense is your voice. It's not going to be a weapon. You don't want to kill this guy and drag him in. You want him to pay for his crimes.
Drag him in.
It's
Wow.
much worse because death is final. You want him to actually have to relive this and suffer. He needs to go through a proper jury trial.
But he doesn't care.
It doesn't matter. You do, and that's all that matters. Let that drive you to be proactive and get something going. It's been 5 years. You got to get on it. You're gonna let this eat you up. Like I said, you'll be back here in 5 years and drunker than you were before.
I mean, come on.
More issues.
I mean, the department even let him kill 2 of the other cops that was after him. How am I supposed to go after someone like that without a weapon? Explain that one.
A stun
They-
gun. Have you used any of those?
Wow, stun gun. This guy?
Pepper spray? You know, and don't use that as your first line. You know, in MAT training, you're taught to use your words instead of restraints first.
Yes, we are, but the thing is, that all went out the window with this guy. Every bit of training from the academy and everything else
Well,
went
there's
out the window.
strength in numbers. You got to get your contacts together in the force and work with them. Let them carry the guns.
I mean, it was bad enough. It's bad enough that I nearly didn't pass the academy in the first place, and then everything that was taught in the academy, this guy is off the scale.
It's going to be okay.
I mean, you know, that's the problem with training in government, and you're trained to do a certain thing a certain way, and when it's not that way, 9 out of 10 people can't handle it, including myself right now.
Well, you're not going to solve anything just sitting here talking and being drunk.
Okay, I think I quit being drunk, earlier, but whatever. I'm upset with Destiny. I'm
Like I
upset.
said, father-daughter every week. Let her tell you what she wants to do.
Okay. All right. See what I can do.
You know I'm here for you, honey. I love you.
I know you are.
Oh, you're up.
Yeah. Hey, Destiny.
Hey, you're usually asleep by now. What's up?
I know. I'm sorry about earlier.
It's okay. No worries.
Look, I'm just a little upset about some stuff going on. And I know you don't know everything about it. I know you know part of it because, I mean, you're pretty intelligent. I know you're
Intelligent, I wouldn't say that, but you know.
Well, okay. A compliment. But the reason I'm so concerned is this guy that murdered my friends a few years ago is back out there. Because today was the anniversary, and every 5 years he kills. And he likes to kill teenage girls the most. And the last time he killed teenage girls, he also killed the mother, who was a friend of mine. I'd known her since she was a kid. And, you know, I have a lot of emotions with this. A lot of emotions, a lot of problems with that, you know. And so maybe I overreacted a little bit. I just want you to be safe. I want you to be okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I'm a kid. I'm gonna go out and do things regardless of, you know, any consequence or anything like that. I'm a teenager. It's gonna happen.
Obviously, I understand that. But from now on, could you do me a favor? Can you tell me where you're at least?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I just don't want you trying to like follow me around and stuff. So,
I'm not gonna follow you around. I got too much other to do.
right.
But I just need to know where you're at in case, you know, I mean, something else could go on. I mean, you might need you.
Yeah, that's understandable. Well,
Stop turning your phone off.
yeah, I would try not to get on my phone that much, so, you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. All right. Just be careful, huh?
I'll try to be.
All right. Thank you.
Alright, good night.
Night. See you in the morning.
See ya.
Thank